All right, folks, it's Thursday the 17th. It's just shy of 6 p.m. and chores just got finished up. And I thought we'd sneak out the door here at the milk house. Of course, we don't milk anymore, but we call it's always going to be called the milk house. And see how many heifers are through the lock gates. Perfect. That bale, I just put one bale in there tonight because I wanted to finish some other feed. That was just freshly put in there 30 minutes ago. So that is the reason why they're all in there. Darn near all of them. This has now become normal. For the most part, I would have to say that the heifer lot is fully trained to eat out of the headlocks now. Every one of them's been through them, eaten them. I was really concerned about the reds. Why, I don't know. I don't have a real reason why, but no concerns. Yeah, basically they know when they're getting a bale or two. Like this morning, I gave them 2 bales. They know when I go up into the haymow and throw them down, and they come right into them, basically waiting. And so anyway, yeah, it's a good deal. I'm glad I started this when I did. What are we, a week or 2 into this, what I called training process, just to get them used to eating through these, the headlocks. Because before you know it, they're going to be eating a TMR mix sooner than later. If I'd have to guess, I'd say 2 weeks, maybe less. Everything's doing real good. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can on the phone. We did get a small flurry today, actually all afternoon. It's quite nice, to be honest with you. Tomorrow, I need to get my lazy butt in there and shovel out another 5 or 6 stanchions, headlocks, whatever the heck you want to call them, so they can all be in there at one time. I should have done that today, but my excuse is I ran out of a little bit of time. 5 below 0 this morning, with no wind chill factor. It was just 5 below 0, and boy, we felt it. We had some frozen water. This tank over here, move it or lose it. Oh, settle down, for God's sakes. This tank didn't freeze up, but the floats did. It's freed up now. I pulled an old-fashioned move here this morning, mid-morning. I ended up cracking that myself. Can't blame it on anything else. She was pretty crisp this morning. What I should have done was grab some hot water from the milk house, a 5-gallon pail, and slowly thawed the float out. I didn't. My excuse, I guess, was I was a little pressed for time. Well, that excuse just cost me. With a rubber mallet and very carefully, and most of the time it works, okay? Lightly pounding on it, it'll come free. Not this morning, she broke. So, long story short, I do need to get a replacement, and I need to get that replaced. Right now, I'm not messing with it. I am leaving that froze there. They're just gonna have to make do out of one. The beef barn. That water tank was not frozen, but both floats were. And that just took a little bit of warm water and a rubber mallet. Those are completely fine. This is some alfalfa baleage. This will be gone by tomorrow morning. And they are now on a standard bale every 2 days. And they keep consuming more and more as time goes on, but they are only going to get a bale every 2 days, regardless. So they're doing real good. Of course, you got your dry hay over here. And what I need to do, honestly, is not feed them a bale of baleage tomorrow. In fact, I don't think I'm going to, so that they can put a real hurting on this bale here. That bale's been in there for 5-6 days, and there's no excuse for that. But it's because of the other good feed that's there. I need to practice a little feed management. I don't know how well you can see it. I don't think you can at all. But the heifer shelter here was bedded down today with a, I tell you what, it was bedded down with a bale of barley straw, a small bale. One of those bales where the field is done, and I had about a 6-mile hike to make. Well, I'm not running 6 miles on a very hot day with a hot bale and a hot baler. If I had to guess, I'd say that bale was 40 to 42 inches, and I'm guessing. I bet you I'm pretty close. Of course, I had to wrap it and kick it out. Folks, I'm here to tell you something right now. I ended up writing that down. That was an absolute great-sized bale for this shelter right here. It covered the entire floor. I can promise you I will be making at least 20 of those bales this year to come. Small round bales of straw, whether it be oat or barley. Me personally, I'm not putting in, I don't have any barley penciled in to put in this year. And we'll talk about that at some other time to come. The reason being why. But yeah, I'm going to start making a small collection of smaller straw bales for the convenience of, actually for the reasons of waste. That bale was absolutely perfect. So yeah, bale sales went pretty good today. Just before I started chores, I hauled another, I had 10 left. There's another 30 sitting there by the road. I have 30 bales worth of sales tomorrow, and that'll probably be it for the weekend, unless that big beef operator wants to come for another load on Saturday of 10. So we'll see what happens. Just a heifer lot update. The training of the headlock system here. They're doing real good. They're definitely going to be ready for feed when it comes time for a TMR. Obviously, I'm going to have to make them go a little bit hungry when that time comes. They will be without alfalfa baleage for at least 2 days. Here's the tricky part, folks. The amount of feed for these 23 heifers. These 23 heifers, remember now, we're entering in the dead of winter now. And this is high moisture feed. This will freeze. I'm going to have to figure out a scenario here with the amount of feed for these 23 heifers, because they are not going to eat up an entire bale of alfalfa baleage with a little bit of grain mixed in, and possibly even some dry matter. 2 bales, maybe 3 of dry hay. They can't eat all that. And they definitely won't eat all of it before it freezes up, and then I'm going to be in here with a fork for 3 hours pitching it out frozen. I'm going to have to think about that and figure that out. And that big bull, he's always picking on that smaller red. Little bastard. Well, you just tried to kick me, so now I don't feel too bad for you. Anyway, yeah, there's going to be a whole lot to figure out here with this whole TMR business. It's going to be a learning experience, and take it day by day. And I figure by the end of winter, we better have it figured out. I would sure hope so. Other than that, there's really no new news here. It's just a standard day. The day went good. I did have to pull somebody out of the ditch with the tractor. A neighbor down the road, he was going into his camp, and I'm not really sure what the heck was going on, but boy, was he in there good. But got him pulled out. That was about the biggest amount of anything here today, but all is well. But folks, I'm just checking in, saying hello, and stay tuned for some videos tomorrow, and talk to you sooner and later. Have a great night.